So in after you know that we will use a kind of representation that can be used to replace this complicated nested if. Our idea is like if we can represent a rule to be something like we have six attributes in our data. I'll go to remind you that we have sky, temperature, humidity, wind, water, and forecast. We have six attributes that can be used to describe the characteristic of the day, of each day, of each record. So it it is a representation that can be used to represent the idea of the rules that if the sky is sunny and temperature is warm, and then for the other attributes we don't have any constraint, we don't have the conditions. So any any data that has sunny in sky and warm in the temperature can be covered by these rules. So this is like a little bit easier, right? But to be to be able to use some symbol, we will use the symbol like don't care. So we don't care the values of other attributes. We focus on the first two attributes that have the values. That is sunny and warm. And the other we don't care. Okay. So so this kind of rules can be used to match some days that sky is sunny and temperature is warm. Can you see? So we can match the the rules with this day one, day two, and day four, right? So this one is one of the rules that can cover the positive example. The positive one, look at this. The positive one is this one, the one that are yes. But for the negative one, that the one is no. So this is the rules that cover just only the positive one. So if we decide to use this representation to represent the concept that cover the example, the concept that doesn't cover the example, we don't have a kind of negative concept. We just use the positive concept and any example, any examples that are not covered by the positive model, by the rules, will be classified as the negative one. So if we use these rules, if we use these rules that cover three positive examples, and the third day on this day, look at this. On this day, on day three, the rule doesn't cover this day, so this day will be classified as the negative one. That's correct according to our example, right? So if we choose this one to be the representation of our model, our job is to find the values. Oh, sorry. Our job is to find the values of each slot that can be filled here and covered just only the positive example and not negative one. So if we have a kind of representation like this, now in the next video clip, I'll show you the size of this hypothesis, and the general and the specific one will be explained later. Okay, so I hope that you can get the idea of this representation. Okay, this one is the representation that I suggest here according to the textbook of Professor Tom Mitchell. So guys, I hope that you can, the one that I want you to know in this video clip is like we have the representation that can be used to, like, instead of using the very complicated if else nested if here, we can have another thing that is much more easier. So see you in the next video clip. I'll show you what is the size of the hypothesis space.